Let's get to talking point debunk. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all saw the title, y'all saw the thumbnail. We've been hearing as of late that
Lord.
when it comes to OnlyFans, and married men are the most subscribed to OnlyFans. This is another way to put down women. There's another way to put down the idea of marriage. And be advised, the people that are saying this are the same people that talk about a black community. How can you talk about a black community and you're literally going up against the actual backbone of the black community, which is marriage? I don't know, whatever. So I'm going to try to pick a point. I'm going to try to go through this as much as I can. Now, let's see. What do I want to start with? They say dudes, married men are the most subscribed to OnlyFans.
That's true.
So I asked people, where did you get this information from? They said it's on OnlyFans. They're the most subscribed. I said, okay, let's test that theory. So I did something earlier today.
You subscribe to OnlyFans?
Mind your fucking business. So, anyway, so here's what happened. I decided.
I mean, you see this, right?
So I decided to go ahead and create an account.
Create an OnlyFans?
Shut up.
So you did create it.
Shut up. So I decided for journalistic purposes only. I decided to create an OnlyFans.
I've never seen it before.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, you are getting yourself shut up. So
can you hold on?
What are you doing?
Chris, before you do this.
Too late. It's a 7-minute
YouTube
video.
I know
you might want to take it down, your email and your password.
Oh, this is a video?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you were actually logging in at this.
No. I screen recorded this earlier.
Oh, okay,
any personal information I have already edited out.
Okay,
like my actual personal email and some of my emails and that type of stuff. I already took that out.
Thought you was crashing out immediately.
No.
Why are you showing us how to set up a OnlyFans?
Because the narrative is married men are the most subscribed. So there has to be some type of documentation or some tally of, okay, I am a black man who is married and I stay in this region. So that way you can keep track of my information. I'm only talking about a specific group of people who have pushed this narrative. I'm only targeting that particular group of people first. Then we'll get to the other narratives that I heard. And I'll even allow you guys to bring up some narratives that you heard regarding OnlyFans. So when it comes to these stats, when it comes to these surveys, it has to be
you sure you want to share this on YouTube?
Yeah,
you sure you want to share this on YouTube?
I don't care.
Boy,
when it comes to stats and surveys, it has to be from a quantitative source. I learned that from my guy who's a quantitative statistician for over 20 plus years. So you had to give sources that actually where all statisticians can say, yes, this is a legit source. Like, for example, Statistica is not a source. It's not a reliable stat source. So anytime anybody bring that to my attention, I say, get it out of here. Pew Research is quantitative. Black demographics is, but only thing I tell people is the source is in the stats. It's sort of like from the CDC or whatever government, whatever.
Did you use
and
fans
IS
metrics?
Studies is a good stats as well.
Did you use fans metrics?
Huh?
Did you use fans metrics?
What are you talking about?
It's a really good source for the OnlyFans.
What are y'all? What are y'all? Tell me what y'all are. Just tell me. Just tell me.
I'm just a guy who play video games.
No, tell me.
Why?
When you categorize yourself, are you a nerd? Are you what are y'all?
I am just a black man from Houston, Texas.
I'm a husband who plays video games.
I am an Army Switch knife. But here's the reason why I had this video up, because this is also don't worry, I got another video. It's about 30 seconds long right after this one, because this one is almost done.
Christopher, it's not gonna prove that though.
No, I just want
No.
to show. I just want to show everybody the process about how they get this information, because you got to think about the sources of when.
Why do y'all care?
Because when it comes to narratives and talking points, it has Ramshaw, and I'm the type of person that likes to debunk talking points because my 3 questions: does it make sense? Does it add value? Will it help achieve your ultimate goal?
I mean, like,
Talking.
how is it like truly gonna affect your life? People lie on me all the time. Well, people don't. As a Black woman, there's a lot of things that I come up against that are just like so not true. But it's not imperative to me that I straighten them out and prove that, because I know inside myself what's what. I really don't care.
Okay, so
Why is
according
it
to that,
important for you to show us that married men are not using OnlyFans?
well, according to that logic, Sophia, everything that you espoused about Black men earlier, or us as Black men earlier, shouldn't matter at
What
all
have I
either.
said about Black men?
Oh man.
Raw G is in the building. Hey, Raw.
Hey, baby.
Now,
Hey,
Hey,
honey.
How you doing?
so
Hey.
here's the thing.
What y'all? Wait, what y'all doing?
This is
I
just
don't know. I really don't
Christopher
know.
J created an OnlyFans. He got an OnlyFans. Yes. Christopher J got an OnlyFans. Yeah, I'm snitching. Christopher J got an OnlyFans.
but I put that up for a reason, because when it comes to OnlyFans, ladies and gentlemen, it's just a vehicle. Meaning I could put the BTSI show on OnlyFans if I wanted to. Am I
Yes,
going
you
to?
can.
No.
Yes, you can. Now, here's the thing.
Like Raw G could put her content on OnlyFans.
Careful.
No, I cannot. No, I cannot. No, I cannot. Absolutely, I cannot. Nope.
Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you
Okay.
about something, Chris? Right here. Can I talk to you about something? I used to have an OnlyFans.
We listen and we don't judge.
I used to have an OnlyFans.
First of all, pull him down. New codes. I'm pulling the new codes. Pull him down.
Sorry.
Okay.
So
Put him in the back chat. Put him in the back chat.
No, wait.
Put him in the back chat. Put him in the back chat. Nope.
So, ladies and gentlemen, so let me. I played that video just to play this video so everybody knows.
I was just speaking to the statistics.
Hold on, let this 30-second video play.
This is
Settings,
the BTSI show.
account,
Chris.
delete, put the code in.
What?
Delete, and my account is deleted.
Congratulations. Now, let me
Thank
tell you.
you. I just wanted, because here's the dangerous thing about with this. Now, keep in mind, OnlyFans is no different than Patreon. Honestly, you get to dictate what you put. You get to dictate what you put on it. So it doesn't have to be sexual content when it comes to OnlyFans. And here's another thing I found out today, ladies and gentlemen. I spoke to a high school coach today.
Mm-hmm.
He said kids got OnlyFans accounts. Kids.
This is true.
No.
If I see my kid with the OnlyFans account, you're gonna see my kid at the orphanarium because they have lost their mind.
Back in bones.
Because
so
the fact is, anybody and everybody, all shapes, sizes, ages, whatever, even marital status, whether it be single, divorced, or whatever, can sign up for OnlyFans. Now, I'm over here under the impression that they're going to ask you for this information, and then are they going to verify it? And
Yeah, don't you have to have ID or something?
No, they didn't ask me for anything at all. So there is no way to quantify that married men are the most subscribed on OnlyFans. So,
dude, we were just talking about kids. There's no way.
married men, kids, whatever. There's no way, because OnlyFans in of itself is not asking this. So on that merit alone, I could entertain other conversations that people have, but on that merit alone, that talking point is debunked.
No, it's not.
Just on that merit alone, because OnlyFans do not ask this information. Okay. If they was to ask it and verify it, then we would be having a different conversation. Until then, debunk. The head source is not asking this information. Quite frankly, they don't care.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So now that we got that out the way, So here's how you get the statistic on who is married and who is not married. You go talk to maybe the top 20 performers on OnlyFans. Does not have to be adult performers, but if we're talking about
It
specific,
better be adult performer. Well,
it
okay, I
does
see what you're saying. Go
not.
ahead.
See there
Y'all
again. There you
really
go.
trying to
Go ahead.
prove that married men don't have the most OnlyFans accounts. These
No,
men,
I'm
they
not.
have
I'm
the
not.
statistics, man.
I'm
They
not.
have
I'm
the
not disproving.
data.
Hold on,
I'm not. I'm
Sophia,
not doing
because
that.
I want to see where Cell's going with this
So
one.
the thing is, OnlyFans is not just used by adult content creators. There's people who
Mhm.
literally have who do podcasts on OnlyFans. What's that
Right.
girl and that boy's name? Blueface and what is that girl? Krishan Rock. They had an
Jesus
OnlyFans account.
Yeah.
Right?
I was going to hear that name in 2025.
Okay. Now, and here's the other thing too. There's also people on YouTube who have OnlyFans who treat OnlyFans just like they would Patreon, just like they would any other like Fansly. Fansly
Family.
is another one.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, this is how you get that statistic. These girls, which is primary. Okay, we're gonna say something that's probably gonna be crazy, but it's just
It's the
truth.
Then
BTSI
don't
show.
say
Go
it.
ahead.
No,
Never
you
mind.
go ahead.
No,
Don't
no,
say
no.
it then.
If you look at the
Never
top,
mind.
if you look at the top 20, hold on, this is what I'm saying. If you look at the
Oh,
top
here we
20
go.
performers, it's not all women, and it's not all straight men. It's majority. It's majority.
It's everyone.
Okay, so with that, when these people decide to release their DMs, or when these people do a live show on OnlyFans, they will bring up their supporters. Now, I'm just going to name one. It's the girl that got the gas stations. She got red hair, the white girl. Can't remember her name at the moment. Shoot. Anyway, she was real big on Twitch. She got the girl who sold her bodily fluids literally in a bottle, and dudes was buying it. These dudes,
Shoot, what's her name?
you know her name.
Her name is disgusting.
Amaranth. Amaranth. That's her name.
Amaranth?
So-
No, there was another one that did it before her.
Don't
I
put
know.
their names on this platform. I'm going to be
No,
sick.
no,
Don't put
it's
their-
it's okay because here's the thing. The thing with
Belle
Amaranth is-
Delphine. was
Belle
one I-
Delphine. That's another one. So
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
when these girls decide to they go to these things, you know how YouTube has this thing where they got like the YouTube awards where people can go and sit with the or you got like anime, or you got these conventions that people go to. They do the same thing for OnlyFans, and these people show up, and they show up in droves. They show up with their wives, or they show up and they end up meeting with these content creators, and then later find out that, oh, this is a married guy. These dudes is more than willing to admit, yeah, I'm a married man. You see what I'm saying? So statistically, if you just pull that data, which has been about 6 to 8 years before that, well, it's been about 6 years since that data has been pulled. The last time that data was pulled, a lot of these top content creators, not just females, was their subscriptions was from married men, and that's not a bad thing. It's just the truth. Now,
Okay.
in 2025, to back up that talking point that married men are the ones that's really supporting these content creators on OnlyFans, you would literally still have to go to the content creators and get that information from them. Only they can release that information. As a matter of fact, someone has done it before. It wasn't Amaranth nor Belle Delphine. It was that black girl. I can't remember her name. I'm gonna go find it. But she released her whole entire like subscription list, and she had it categorized because you know what? She wasn't the one that was running the account. It was actually her husband running the account. And he went through and had an Excel sheet and had all of these dudes, like how much they done paid into, their marital status, stuff like that. Because you know what happens a lot of times? A lot of these subscribers, they want to, how can I say this safely? They want to meet with these content creators to actually be in a relationship with them. And a lot of these content creators will tell you, I don't mess with married men on that level, but I'll take your money.
Okay. I understand all that.
I'll get you the data and I'll send it to you.
Okay, cool. When it comes to the marital status, did they bring any type of documentations or anything to legitimately prove that they're married?
They have spiritual marriages.
Did it?
They're married through the subscribe button.
It's crazy.
So here's what I'm saying. That's it. That's not a good enough source for me to lean on to say most subscribers are married men, especially since it's been proven on other apps or even surveys. People will proclaim to be married. People will proclaim to be black to make sure the stats or the surveys spew a different type of narrative. So that has historically been proven before. So whereas like you would need to provide some type of level of documentation, which they don't ask for obvious reason. And then I know, but we still love her. We still love her. Sell us her more, but we still love her.
What?
Then,
I mean, it's true. Yeah.
Data's in the back.
So when let me
I was wrong. It wasn't 2016, it was 2017. But anyway, so a total of 718 adult participants completed the survey. Of that total sample, 285 self-identified as college university students, with the remaining 433 from MTurk. The mean age of these participants was 29.46. SD equals 11. Okay, if you know what the NOVA test is, or the NOVA scale or observation is, you know what these numbers mean. And range between 18 to 71. The distribution of male N equals 335 or 46.7%. To female, N equals 385 to 53.3%. Participants was fairly equivalent. Participants were predominantly white. Additional representation of ethnic racial groups included Black, African American. N equals 121 or 16.9%. Yes, only 16.9% of Black men are subscribed to somebody on OnlyFans out of this group of 718, which was 121. American, Indian, and Alaskan, Asian American, all but more stats. Participants reported their relationship status as single. N equals 192, 26.7%. Partner in a relationship, 17.7%. And then married, 55.3%. And divorced and or other, 0.28%. Regarding social status, like all this has been done before. Like all of these tests, these surveys, these questions, this has all been done before.
Yeah, so I'm reading all that, and it also says self-reported. So that's always going to be the mud in the water. Like that's a big difference between the internet and a database. The database is one, as you know, 100% facts. There's no room for any opinion. Whereas the internet, there's still some facts there, but you can manipulate it with your own opinion. So
and that's where. Go ahead, my bad.
And that's why when it said self-identified or self-reported, I was like, so I don't know. Now those numbers did prove something regarding if we're having a conversation amongst Black people and you want to talk about most subscribed. If you're talking about 26.2 black people, my talking point is still debunked. And
I got that, but we can't agree with the information that only goes with our talking point. We have to understand that all the information does have some type of substantiality to it, even if to be questioned, right? So when you're conducting a test, let's say it's with just us five, we have 3 men, 2 women up here, right? For us to get an accurate result on the test that we want to actually for us to get an accurate result on what it is that we're testing for, we have to make sure that no one has a bias. And the only way you can get that is you have to do that through pre-screening. Now, I'm not saying that this information should be trusted. It should be questioned, but we have to understand that when it comes down to science and we come down to human nature, plus you have to include the human factor, that people will indeed lie. You can do the best that you can to get to a number, but that number cannot be trusted as absolute, but it gives you a baseline, right? With that, out of the 26.7% of males that was there, only 12.6% reported as single. I would only have to guess that they reported as single because they didn't want to reveal their relationship status, or they reported as in a relationship because they didn't want to reveal that they were single. The thing is, it's just a baseline. To get the only way we can get an accurate absolute was we would have to do a full test of everybody all across the world at one time. But you know what the problem with that is? The very next second that test is produced, it goes false. And that is because once you complete that test and you put out that information, someone's going to unsubscribe. And now that test is debunked. We can say at that time, or just like when this test was done in 2017, at this time, that it was not a lot of Black men that were subscribed to OnlyFans, single and or married. But this is 2017. To get 2025 results, this test has to be redone. Now, when we
and to amplify the test,
Mhm.
like, and to amplify the test to make sure it's more solidified, you need to have documentations to prove this, because this will separate surveys from things like the CDC and whatever government entity, because they have actual information that say, no, we can tie this to black people, we can tie this to white people, we can tie this to men, we can tie this
But
to
then
women.
you'll be stepping into the territory of breaking HIPAA, because not everyone is married is heterosexual. Not everyone who is married does not want to reveal that information, because it might come with some medical information that they had. Some people who are actually married are actually transitioned from male to female or female to male, even though he's got in the office and he just put it into he just signed that that order that there's only two genders.
One man, one woman, right?
Right. We have to recognize that during this time. I'm sorry, I'm revealing too much. I'm just a video gamer. My bad.
Stop it. But that's pretty much what I'm getting to. So I understand what you're saying regarding the surveys and the numbers and all that stuff. But all I'm saying is all of this stuff needs to be believable. It needs to be solidified. So today it is a hypothesis that cannot stand ground, because I'm over here thinking OnlyFans is actually collecting information, age, race, marital status, and I'm like, cool, because when it comes to Tinder, what's the other talking point? Black women are the most undesired. I debunked that talking point in my sleep, because if you're basing this off of Tinder, go see how many black people's on Tinder. How many black women is on Tinder out of the 27.2 million black women in this country? Is that a good number to justify that talking point? Which obviously the answer is no.
Undesired based on what? Are you talking about based on relationship or just a sexual proclivity?
Relationship.
Okay, then your talking point would be debunked, because yes, when it does come to it, a lot of people would say that black women are undesired for a relationship. But here's the problem. If we're going to use that, but we're also going to enamor our argument with the Bible, then we have to understand that having sex with a person is opening up to marriage, right?
Correct.
So you can't say that, oh, I want to have sex with a black woman, but I don't want to marry her. But then you want to bring up the Bible and attack a woman and bash.
Oh yeah, you already know.
You see what I'm saying?
They can't bring that up around me.
Exactly.
They already know.
So
why would you want to have sex with the undesirable?
Well, that's the talk. That's where the talking point falls on his face. This is why when these dudes say this, that, oh, we don't want to marry them, we just want to have what they call them. We want to use them for recreational use. No,
right.
Problem is that you're just a nasty motherfucker. That's the truth of the matter is. And it's okay to be recognized as a nasty motherfucker. That's what it is. These dudes are saying that they want to do all of this, that, and the other up under the sun and enamor themselves with the Bible. But the truth of the fact of the matter is, you can't use the Bible for one thing or an agreeable notion based on a paragraph or a phrase or a sentence, and then turn around and say, well, I should be a well-respected man because the Bible says I should have this. That's not how that works.
And you're not living by the Bible while you're bringing up the Bible. But that's the story for another day. Because trust me, people know not to bring up the Bible around me, because I don't got time for that. So,
right. So dudes need to stop saying that stupid shit that black women are undesirable because you love to fuck them, but you just don't want to be in a relationship because you don't have it within you to be in a committed relationship. It's easier to just say that you just want to fuck around instead of saying that you actually want to be married to one woman and not participate in outside pussy.
See, and I brought that up originally to say, when it comes to Tinder, at least they did their own survey by saying, by asking certain qualifying questions, saying who do you like, what you don't like, and they could then sort out from there. Now you got the numbers. Now then that's where the narrative comes in. Now, am I gonna put that on all black women? Obviously not. Now, if we're talking about women on Tinder, that's completely different. But I'm not going to put that on 27.2. Now, regarding this, the talking point or the survey that Sel brought up, it's hard to do that. On this case, I wish OnlyFans did that. At least did what Tinder did. Maybe this would be a little bit more quantifiable. Or like, okay, now I can see how they got this information. Now I can go look it up. But when I found out this is just a vehicle, and I was like, this is not going to hold up very well. Now I understand that was a survey that was taken, and I understand when it comes to surveys, I could treat it like a NBA 2K game. I'm 6'7", I can shoot from half court. I can dunk from the free throw line. I can make up any shit because I don't give a fuck because they're not really gonna go out and test to see if this is real or not. So that's the benefit of taking a survey where you're actually taking a real test where they say we need all your information so we can tie this back to you. So that's why it's hard for me to believe in surveys. Like for example, when they say most men are, what's the number of how many brothers are virgins?
All of them. It's 67% of black men in America have never had sex. They'll never touch a vagina.
If you talk to the right one and say the right thing, you can lose your virginity and maybe you have a little money or so. A shout out to Ruthless. you can lose your virginity in like 20 minutes.
You are terrible.
You can lose your virginity in 20 minutes. So I have trouble holding on to surveys like that because I can easily debunk it by easily telling you what you need to do, what you need to wear, what do you need to say. Here, I got some Tom Ford cologne upstairs. Put this on your wrist, and just don't and keep your sentences to like 5 or 6 words.
That doesn't work all the time.
Yeah, but I bet you if you come across the right one, you can lose your virginity.
This is true, but here's the thing, though: you can take $40 and lose your virginity.
That's always the easiest route.
You see what I'm saying? Now the truth,
I don't have a hot mic.
the truth of the matter is, if you're just talking about access to sex, anyone and everyone can lose their virginity. Mm-hmm. Is that true or false?
Correct.
Okay.
No, everybody can't. Everybody can't.
Everybody has access to sex. Literally everybody. I know we like to say women control the access to sex, but everybody has access.
That's a lot.
So there's literally not these things called dating apps where you can literally have an agreement and come up with a verbal or a digital contract to where you can say, hey, I want this done to me, and how much do you charge? And they say this much.
Okay, so boom, I'm gonna just ask y'all a flat out question.
Sure.
I'm gonna need everybody to answer honestly.
Okay.
Is there someone that you know that no matter how much money they paid you, I don't give a damn if it was $500 million, you not gonna sleep with them?
Are they a virgin?
Yes.
Am I still married to you?
Yes.
I'm still married to you and they're a virgin? Then no.
Okay. If you weren't married to me, though.
If I wasn't married to you?
There's not one person in the world that could not pay you enough money for you to sleep with.
It depends on the money. It depends on the person.
$500 million.
500. Name the person.
How does she look like?
Will, tuck and roll. Get up out of there.
No. Hold on.
Listen, all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna remind you.
The Queen of England.
The $60.
$60?
$60 for what?
For what? For some dick?
No. Pay attention to what I'm saying to you because I'm talking in code.
Okay.
The $60 for $500 million, would you?
Let me make sure I'm understanding clearly what you're saying. So we talking about a bona fide $60 for $500 million?
Let me send you a messenger because you acting slow. He be acting slow.
When you say the $60, I got an image in my head, but I want to make sure it's the right image that I'm thinking of. I don't want to say the wrong thing on this because if I say the wrong thing, somebody can clip this up. Yeah, let me look right quick. Yeah, that's what I thought. You said that's what I thought. See, no, hell no. I told you. That's what I knew. I knew you was going that way. No.
Hold on, you got phone a friend? You got phone a friend.
What you mean? That's my wife. But my thing is, you're talking about, okay, so if Milwaukee was offered $100 million to go sleep with Bangladesh, and when I say Bangladesh, you should have said damn. If Milwaukee was offered offered $1,000 to go mess with Bangladesh, you don't think Milwaukee would do it?
No.
Oh, that's a lie.
But you know what? This is a whole nother debate for you and I when we up off of here. I'm gonna move the question to the other panelists
Okay,
because
go
we
ahead.
get to cutting up. Sophia, is there one man that no matter how much money he gave you, you would never give him no play?
No. We talking about 500. How many millions? No. I could. I can handle it. Whatever. Give me my money.
I ain't mad at you. Omni.
Remember, you're not married.
I'm not married in this instance.
You're not married, and it's 500 mils on the board. All you gotta do is drop that dick off.
And it's not Unlikely's horse.
No, it has to be I hate y'all so much. It has to be a human being. It has to be a human being.
I was just making sure because it's the
fucking
same
hate
amount of
this
money.
man. I legitly hate this man. Like, for real.
No, it's the same. I just got to make sure. I got to make sure because I'll be damned. No, I'm not doing it.
Nigga, no. What
500
human being, nigga?
Okay, I'm just making. I'm making sure. Well, because the amount was the same. I'm just making sure.
That nigga said the amount was the same.
Nasty.
Y'all get on my nerves. I can't stand it.
So a human being for 500. Okay. Same question as well. Are they a virgin?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Can't do it. Can't do it if they're a virgin. There'd be too much squirming, too much. They got to be used to me. Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to be good here, but I got a story about this situation.
Anyway, no, you don't. Christopher J.
Chris dropping that dick off. I don't know what y'all thought.
Okay, so the burgundy that we were showing earlier, the burgundy.
Oh,
500 million.
Hold on, y'all got. Hold on, this ain't fair. Who y'all talking about?
We're trying to save you. We're trying to save you. You insulated.
The burgundy.
The one that was the screenshot that I
get the fuck out.
No, wait, nah. Now that we got a baseline, hell yeah. Now that we got a baseline,
it is after midnight.
Let's nope. Omni, get your ass back on this here for 500 meals. 500 meals.
Why are you doing this to me, nigga?
No, I'm talking to Omni. He trying to whisper like he trying to put himself on mute. Come back off.
Okay.
Omni, we can't hear you. Okay.
What's that?
You gonna go ahead and you're gonna become a cosmo, or you're gonna become an astronaut. You're gonna go to star for 500 mil.
Ooh, that nigga went dark.
This ain't happening.
Don't you fucking play with me a day in your life. You know?
It's your turn.
No.
500 M's.
No.
Huh? 500 M's. Boy, Chris, you better have some dignity. $500 million. You gotta think.
Y'all crazy. Y'all hold my breath and do that. Y'all better get that money.
What? Sophia, for $500 million, Ruthless Truth offers is up to you.
Absolutely. Sure enough. And I'll enjoy it. Yup.
And see, I know how to turn my avatar on, and I know how to go on mute.
Whoo-wee. And
I was thinking the worst possible case scenario. Yeah, 550 million. Shit. Worst possible case scenario is almost dead. Almost
JP, would you do it for JP?
dead.
Answer the question. 500 million. Come on, Sophia. You say yeah?
Yeah.
All right, Chris. Hey, it's been real, bro. I holler at you. It's been real, Chris.
Look,
baby, say goodnight.
We listen and we don't judge.
550 million. You
I
talking
get
about
it.
15 good minutes of my life for 550 million? I'll fuck Donald Trump.
Sophia a real one. Hey, that's why I still rock with Sophia. But I did say she don't know she's scared. I get it.
Yeah, the thing is, we done fuck worse than that. I mean, if any girl is honest, there's somebody out there that you don't want anybody knowing that you don't fuck. But for 550 million, you fuck a broke nigga that was not even, you don't even want to claim his ass.
She added a
I
50
would
million.
definitely
That covers the
fuck
taxes.
a broke, ugly nigga for $550 million. Great. What?
That
That's a no-brainer.
is wild.
So can I
But
share my story now? No, I'm not sharing my story.
now in closing, before we get to last call, surveys.
Yeah, she said she wait, hold on. I can't live about this. Just 1 second.
Just leave it. We listen
No,
and we don't judge.
I'm not judging. I'm just asking a question.
Okay.
I'm claiming that, y'all. I am not too proud.
Hey, listen.
For 500
Nobody
million,
mad
you set for life. Yo, you said 2 or 3
$550
generations
million.
set for
Do
life.
you realize I can go get me a whole new pussy with 550 million, and I'll just, and go to the spa and everything. I can clear that whole situation up with that 550 million.
So those last talking points you was talking about, you go ahead and move on to it. I got you. Go ahead, do your thing.
I don't regret any, but I understand. It's okay, baby. It's all good. It's all good. So in closing, the surveys is very, very difficult to tilt your hat on, honestly, and because of that, I can't really put much faith into. That's not to discredit what Cell has presented. If anything, that will shut a lot of people up in this space regarding marry black men and OnlyFans, because it's not that many, based off of what he presented. But it's still a survey at the end of the day. If people are still going to use the survey, that's cool, that's fine. But as far as something that is black and white, I cannot say majority of married men are OnlyFans subscribers to adult content, pertaining to adult content. Like I said, we got YouTubers who's on OnlyFans. There are minors on content creators that are OnlyFans, not doing anything sexual. That's just beyond nasty, but they're there as well. And also keep in mind, we find out there's children who have accounts as well. And like I said, talking to that high school coach that I talked to today, he said the stuff that's on their phone is OnlyFans adult content on their phones right now. So children,
And where is their mama and their daddy?
Good question. You're not watching your kids' phones. That's just disgusting. That's negligence to the highest order.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a nosy ass mama. My kids can't even try to play that shit. They would sing some stupid ass song. I was like, what the hell? Don't you sing that stupid ass song? I bet you they ain't sing that song no more. I bet you they did. Y'all, what's wrong with y'all parents nowadays? I mean, did y'all forget the lessons that your mama and your daddy taught you? You better oop somebody upside their damn head.
I'm nosy as hell. Give me your phone.
Hey, I pay the bills. Give me your phone. But honestly,
what did the 5 fingers say to the face? Snap.
Period. But you're invading my privacy. I mean, listen, your blood gonna be invading these walls.
But here's the thing. I brought up when I do talking point debunk. Not only do I debunk talking points, I had to take stuff out. I had to replace it with a solution. It's always going to come back to self, because these are talking points to denigrate women. Well, let's keep it to the space. Denigrate black women and shit on the idea of marriage, which last time I checked, which is the backbone of the black community. So who do we need to focus on? Self. You need to focus on self. If you really want the relationship that you're looking for, it really starts with you. I know a lot of people have the idea of bringing up stats to say black women this, black women that. What have I always said about stats? They tell you the who, what, when, where, how. Rarely will they tell you a why. You don't know why the stats are the way they are, and I think it's disingenuous and foolish for me to meet. Like, let's say if I never met Sophia a day in my life, I go up to her and say, black women are the most pregnated, black women this, black women that. I didn't even say hello to the woman yet. And who's to say these stats that we bring, ladies and gentlemen, who's to say that that applies to her?
But check this
So
out.
I just resulted her into nothing but a number instead of a human. How about, hey, how you doing? What's your name? Where you
7
from?
children and 3 baby daddies. I swear I do. 7 children and 3 baby daddies.
She
But
do.
it's
She do.
but here's the thing though. For me to result her to a number takes the human interaction out of it. And also, if the relationship fails, that's just a justification for me to point the finger at her. Well, it didn't work because what the stats say about black women. I'm pointing one finger at her, forgetting that 3 is pointing right back to me.
So let me tell you all, before I decided to settle down with Cell, right? Baby, close your ears. Don't listen. Go away.
Oh, Jesus.
So there was this dude I was dating, right? And he was, he was a decent looking young man, had a good amount of money, very, very tall, very, very whatever. But his conversation was so ass because within the first date conversation, he was bringing up these talking points from this manosphere shit. And when I tell you that shit was such a turnoff, there's a lot of men out here that are literally losing opportunities in relationships because they're using internet talking points when they're going on these dates. It's out of control.
And that's why I remember when I did my marriage series, which is something I need to revamp and bring back. One thing when it comes to talking points, I tell the fellas this. I didn't know it was this before I knew it was bad. I said, what's that one thing they say, what you bring to the table? I said, please do not ask that question. Don't let those words leave your mouth in that particular order. Just find another way to get the answer. Do not say that because those talking points are a seed to something a lot worse, especially to a woman who already has her own table and have things on her table, so she doesn't need you. What happens when you come across that woman? And there's more out there than what the narrative like to say.
Exactly.
So it's always going to start with self. So when you look in the mirror and you establish, I know I'm going to sound like a broken record, but that just shows I have consistency. Once you establish your foundation, you can find your principle. Once you find your principle, you can find your lifestyle. And once you establish that, you will then realize who can be in your circle and who cannot be part of your circle. That way, all these women do not belong to you. You're just looking for one. I'm not getting into the polygamy or poly conversation. Put that to the side. Once you establish who you are, you know who is compatible to you. So that way you don't have to worry about throwing out stats or whatever because you already know what type of man you are. You already know what type of woman you want to be with. And the opposite word is want, not need to be with. The opposite word is want to be with. Once you get that established, you don't fuck these talking points and fuck these stats. You don't have to leave with it. As a matter of fact, you don't need it at all. Any thoughts on that?
Those who are enamoring themselves and talking points don't
I agree.
to actually be themselves. It's just that simple.
One more time, sir.
Those who enamor themselves and talking points do not have the confidence to just be themselves. That goes for men and women.
You better stop talking all close into the microphone.
All right, wait, what we not about to do is have you guys flirt on my panel. I let that happen one time. We ain't doing it again.
Come out this conversation.
Stop it.
All right, come on, let's go.
Talking point officially debunked. Any questions or concerns, put it in the comment section. We'll get back to it.
Here's a talking point you can't debunk.
In due time. Where the hell
Chris, here's a talking point that you can't debunk.
One more thing before we go.